What a reveal! Good morning, good morning. I want to apologize for the production quality on that "Be Right Back" sign. I promise by next weekend I will have a handcrafted easel with which to post text documents. You guys want to be here for my inaugural pour of the morning stream French press? My custom built coffee mug? This thing is the whole reason that I wanted to stream in the morning. It's just so I could do this. Oh, baby. That's the ticket. That's the business. That's the hot stuff. All right, let's get right into it. You. Maintenance is going around our apartment complex, so if they come knocking on our door, I guess we'll figure it out. How has everyone's morning been so far? Allergies. It's a common story this time of year. It's a real tragedy. Teach you to Demon Souls. Okay, now this is a tough request from the chat here because I don't know how to Demon Souls myself. Longtime viewers and fans of the channel will know that I was schooled yesterday by a random newcomer who basically just showed up to teach me how Demon Souls works, and then immediately left. Bruce will go down in history as my Lord and Savior. Beyond that, I have been running this little portion of the first area for... I don't know, man. It was a long time, but I think maybe I have what it takes. So as of last time, I acquired the magic sword Makoto, which isn't really magic, I don't think. It just cuts real good. But it do cut real good. And I am trying to complete Boletarian Palace and get Pure White World Tendency so that I can unlock the last magic teacher. Hello, welcome, good morning. I hope everybody has something nice and hot that they are drinking on this cold winter's morning. Cheers. Oh, it's finally happening. My boy Taylor Delk realizes that he's in my fan club and he is responding. Is chat disabled? You guys are chatting, or I guess just Steven. It's pretty good. I'm gonna try not to get heated this early in the day. Yesterday I was looking pretty red in the face. Today I'm looking pretty red in the face. I gotta do something about color balancing. My lighting right now is a lamp that I have directly over my camera that I have pointing at the ceiling, which is the way that I have found helps, but I've never worked on a movie set before. Works for me, I guess. I had a problem yesterday where I was looking at Facecam too often because I'm extremely vain. And it was getting me killed a lot. So I'm gonna not do that today. Or at least try not to do that today. Because these green ninjas go hard. And I'm just not looking for that kind of conflict. Hey, I wish you wouldn't. So I had a list of talking points yesterday that I wanted to get through, and I did get through all of them in the first half of my stream. So I'm officially at a loss. Oh! From where to go from here. So I think what would be a fun use of our time would be to write a story together. We'll craft a story as a unit to discuss our friend Bruce. We should come up with a legend, a tale to be sung through the ages of the lone wanderer who appeared in a chat with 2 viewers who said maybe 3 things and disappeared into the ether with no explanation of how they got to my chat, why they got to my chat, or why they left. They left without a follow. I truly believe, and hear me out on this, because it's wild. It's wild. Hello, Tim. You remember Bruce? Bruce420 Lee. Is that the actual username of our lad Bruce? So this throws my entire theory out of whack, because it might actually have been Bruce Lee. Is Bruce Lee dead? Please tell me Bruce Lee isn't dead. Fuck. Wait, does this improve the story? Yes, I remember Brandon Lee's tragic death on the set of The Crow, his first film. It's a good movie too. It's been a long time since I've watched it. Stop. That's what a magic wand is for, baby. The Crow is fine. You're clearly not an appreciator of pure martial arts cinema, because alright, Steven, this is how you Demon Souls. If you're ever worried, you run very fast. Hot drama in the chat. No, 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 no! We can respectfully disagree. I'm realizing in my old age how much that I appreciate pure martial arts cinema. And I think, hey, I think in the future a watch party would be a good idea. Twitch lets you do a watch party. Hello, welcome. We're talking about martial arts cinema, which is, I think, my favorite broad genre of film. My favorite film of all time is Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Simply can't be beat. I regret to inform you that I have not seen the sequel, but I have heard some very, very bad things about it. Ho ho ho! Have I seen Bloodsport? I have not seen Bloodsport. A hot recommendation from Lil Chode Boy in the chat is Bloodsport. You know what movie, this is going to sound really funny, and I don't think any of you probably have seen it, but I used to, when I was depressed in college. I still am depressed, but I was depressed then too. I would have bad nights and I'd get like a bunch of snack foods and I'd go on Netflix and I'd find like the most obscure, shitty ninja samurai martial art movie I could find. And I'm realizing now that maybe these weren't like obscure movies that I was seeing, because obviously they were still Netflix recommendations, but they were definitely bad. I watched a movie, a film titled Bunraku. Let me spell that in the chat for you. So the plot of this movie was absolutely wild. It's my favorite thing that I've ever seen in my entire life. It was a post-apocalyptic future where war had destroyed and ravaged the world so much that guns were banned. So there's no guns. It's like an anime setup for why everyone uses samurai swords, basically. And then the whole of the film takes place in this one town. And this town goes by these rules where they're like warring gangs. And whichever gang like wins the gang fights gets to be in charge forever, or until they're unseated, I guess. And so the winning gang man, I don't know if he has a full gang or if it's just the guy, has been in charge for a long time, and everybody's trying to unseat him. And he's this mysterious figure who never shows up, but he has this really wide brimmed hat, and he fights with like a hatchet. And so this, through circumstances that I don't remember, this fucking cowboy, no guns cowboy, he just punches, and samurai, you know, come together to defeat wide-brimmed hat man. And this movie, the dialogue is piss poor, but like, it clearly had a budget, because like, Woody Harrelson plays the bartender that gets the cowboy and the samurai together. The wide-brimmed hat man is played by Ron Perlman, and the sets are beautiful. So they're like these abstract, like musical theater-esque sets where they're like brightly colored, and it's like clearly a set rather than like a 25 million. It's not the worst budget of all time, but like it's really cool. And like the first fight scene is like this big group gang fight in the streets, and the sets are obviously like colorful and beautiful, and it's like a dance number, you know, it's like a musical theater dance number, and the whole movie goes on like this. And then the villain's design is so good with his big old wide-brimmed hat, and he's such a bastard, and it's like this brutal. It's really fun. I have nothing but fond memories for this movie, and I would like to watch it again, but I'm worried that it's going to be much worse than I remember. Has anyone seen this film, or is it just me? The magic is the best option. I am equipped with the magic. Traditional Japanese puppet theater, I knew it! So it's like this is like the sets and the style of like the choreographed big fight scenes, and it's all of it. It's very theatrical, which is a lot of fun for me. It's also how I got to watch. What was it? Cowboys versus Ninjas, I think was the movie. Good film. 13 Assassins actually is like a solid classic Japanese cinema type beat, like a Seven Samurai type deal. I wonder if that one's still on Netflix, because that one was really good. Little Chode and I watched that one together, if you remember. I wonder if PlayStation, because like I was discussing this with my main hype man, Licknoid. No, we didn't watch Cowboys vs. Ninjas. We watched 13 Assassins. But I was discussing this with Nick, how I don't have a beefy enough PC to do like variety show type deal. I have to stream from the PS5 because it's the only hardware that I have at the moment. But I'm wondering if the PS5 will let me do watch parties on like, because like Netflix and stuff is integrated, you know? I think that would be a really good time if I could get like up my Plex server up on here. Not mine, but you know, I steal my Plex from everybody else. But if I could get a watch party going, we could watch Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. We could watch Bunraku if I could fucking find it. I think it'd be a good time. I want, for the record, to put out there that this is my finest Demon Souls performance on this stream to date. And I think it's the relaxed morning vibes. It's doing it for me. I wish this grass was going into my inventory and not my storage. But what are you gonna do? I'd like that big man to not be there. Are you aware of what I mean? Oh, I forgot. I can't use this one-handed because I'm bad. I'm not strong enough. Hey, big man. Hey, big man. Work and chill and listen. I love that because morning stream, I think, is my beat, man. Like, I got this sweet French press. I'm having such a good time with it. Oh no, I gotta save my boy. Hello and welcome. Get yourself a mug of something hot and delicious. And join me on this fine Monday morning as we drink coffee and try not to get too heated at Demon Souls. Ooh. I was discussing last time, I have a lot of viewers who are here now who weren't here last time, and I wanted to run it by you guys. I'm trying to carve out my niche in the world, you know, find a place where I belong. And I think an interesting thing to do would be to have like a kind of weekly book club going, because I really need the motivation to read political theory, and I really need the motivation to discuss political theory. And I think this would be a really good format for me to not panic and get defensive. So I was considering doing some type of a book club where I'll like my "will be right back" sign would be like my favorite quote of the reading of the week, and then we'd have a lot to discuss. I think it'd be fun.
You saved my life. This is the third time. I am truly indebted to you. This is all I have. But please accept it.
Give me all you have. I will take everything.
My father, the king, awaits me.
You gotta do what? Dig into the what? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't even know what pure clearstone does.
The king awaits me.
Forgive my manager in the background rummaging around on our coat rack. Probably the only way to get you to read theory. That's what I'm thinking. I think we need some mutual motivation here. I think it'd be a really good time. Plus, most of my political engagement at the moment is on Twitter, which is not a good place for conversation. People on Twitter do not behave like real people, and it's not their fault. It's the way that the system is designed. It's like bite-sized hot take machine is not a way to have discussions. Holy crap. First spam call of the day. We'll just reject that. So here's an interesting thing that I discovered recently. I would have assumed, if I was designing a telephone service, I would have assumed that blocking a number makes it so they can't leave voicemails. However, this is in fact not the case. And I simply don't understand. See, if I were making a telephone system, I would simply make it good. Come here, big boy. That's a lot of peeps over there. Here's the trick. You want to know how to play Demon Souls, Dark Souls? Lure them away, and you fight them one at a time. Is it slow? Yes. Is it kind of dull? Yes. Does it work? Yeah. Ugh. That's why you don't watch face cam when you're dodging crossbow bolts. Also, having a big damage magic katana does make a difference. So some of my Souls veterans in the chat, I wanted to let you know my kind of plan for this series. I want to play through all of the Souls games in order of release, and I want to play builds that I haven't played before. Bye! My manager is off to enjoy a nice wilderness hike while I stay inside like a recluse. Gee golly. So I'm playing Demon Souls for the second time right now as a dexterity / magic build. Next up is going to be Dark Souls. I hope I can get... is Dark Souls remastered on PS5? Anyone? Does anyone know? It's time to leave, it's time to leave, it's time to leave. And I'll probably do Dexterity Intelligence there as well. And then Dark Souls 2, I haven't done Sorcery. And then, what was next? Was that Bloodborne next? Bloodborne, I'm thinking... pure skill, no guns. And then Dark Souls 3, probably going to be Intelligence as well, although I actually haven't done a pure Dexterity playthrough in that game. In case you're wondering, yes, I like to play big, strong, dumb club. It's effective. Sekiro, there's no builds, but there's a lot of content that I haven't experienced because of the new update. But I'm thinking if I stream 3 times a week, maybe all 3 of them shouldn't be... Maybe all 3 of them shouldn't be Souls. Maybe I'm thinking an indie game sampler of some kind. Problem is that I don't have like the funding to do like a new game every week. Like I know a lot of variety streamers do that. This is extremely unfortunate. Hey, I wish you wouldn't. Stop. Speeding freight train of despair. How many times can he swing in a minute? 800! So there is a design choice that Demon Souls decided to take, and I know that this is going to seem silly, but they've decided that most encounters should take place in narrow hallways. I realize that this one was actually an exception, but the fact that I brought it to the stairs made it my fault. But there's a lot of narrow hallways in Demon Souls, and a lot of them are extremely frustrating, and I don't think that that's good game design. Don't hate me. Forgive me. Sometimes I don't know how to drink beverages, and I think that, you know, we need to be shining more of a light on this issue, because I think it's a real problem that a lot of people experience. Because, like, honestly, what kind of beverage education do we even get? Like, drinking out of cups, is that even a class? Do they even teach that in preschool? I don't think so. I think they completely overlook it. Just like how I was never taught to tie my shoelaces, and I had to teach myself in the 2nd grade. Yes, I did have a hard childhood. It is a classic what? cup drink theory. Taxes is a tough one. I think this maybe isn't a hot take. I think taxes are on purpose obscure and inscrutable so that economists can look down on the peasants and be like, oh, you don't know anything about the economy. You don't even know how to do your taxes. Also, it creates a lot of loopholes for like charities as tax write-offs, the church. Does the rich get richer? Hi, welcome to my stream. I like to talk about the rich getting richer and me being sad. Ha ha. So I have I have a big breathing problem. One of the main symptoms of my anxiety is that I get tight-chested and I have difficulty breathing. And I don't know if it's related, but a lot of the time when I'm like skateboarding, when I go to do tricks, I'll hold my breath unconsciously. Spears are going to be the death of me, I swear to goodness. So like when I'm tense or focused, I'll stop breathing. And this is a big place for self-improvement for me, I think. I'm gonna get this parry, you just watch. Good way to get yourself hurt? Yes, I agree. So if you see my face getting flushed and red, that's because I'm not breathing, usually as part of a bit. Okay, parry doesn't do shit for me, I forgot, because I'm on the stairs. Because parries don't work on the stairs. Oh no. My boy's gonna die. You leave him alone for 10 seconds and he gets himself in a fight. Cool. Hey, would you do me a favor and walk any other direction?
My father.
So, we're officially on an escort mission now. Because this guy is just going to keep going through the level and getting himself killed, and I really need him to be alive. So that's the way this is going. But yeah, my lovely partner has been doing a lot of yoga recently. And she's been teaching me breathing techniques that have really been helping me out. My favorite one so far, where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? My favorite breathing technique so far is, she described it to me as an anchoring technique. So whenever you need to find your center and relax yourself, you do your standard breathe in through the nose, making sure you use your diaphragm so you know in and up. Fill out your stomach and your chest. And then when you go to exhale, you do like a fogging up the glass, but you do it with your mouth closed. And then you exhale for a longer, usually about twice as long as you inhale. So you fill your chest for 4 seconds in through the nose, and then you use your diaphragm and you do the fire breathing for 7-8 seconds. Exhale. It's really been helping me out a lot. Sometimes when I get caught out at work, because I have to wear my mask all day long and I'm like in stuffy work conditions, sometimes my breathing will get the better of me. But using that anchoring technique, I can bring myself down a lot. I recommend it. I really do. I think it's good for everyone to learn how to breathe properly. I think a lot of people Yes. Oh, is that the fireball technique that Sasuke does? Is that the one? Yeah. Bro, I was at the skate park, this was a couple weeks ago, and there was this adorable little kid who was, like, skating with us. And I love kids at skate parks. I love it so much. It's really, it's really fun to see how excited they get. And they, like, latch onto you, you know, if you're even a little bit friendly, which is kind of sad because it just goes to show how unwelcoming a skate park can be. But like when these kids latch onto you and they follow you around all day and they just try to show off what they're good at. And so this kid was like, he challenged me to like a game. He was like, so we'll each do a trick and we'll each give each other a score, and then whoever has a higher score wins that trick, you know? And so I do whatever I'm doing. I'm like, yeah, I'll play with you, and I just keep skating whatever I was gonna skate anyway. And then he'll be like, all right, it's my turn. And he pushes off, and he just, all he does is he rolls down a ramp, and he squats, and he goes, and he like does freaking shadow clone jutsu, and then he was so proud. He gave me an 8.5 on a bailed trick. So, I mean, my mans can do shadow clone jutsu without falling off his skateboard. I gave him a 9, and he won. I was extremely proud of my little shadow clone jutsu boy. I think this just goes to show how shonen anime can be a positive force in a youngster's life. Speaking of shonen anime at the skate park, my man's this like 6'6", absolutely jacked dude, ripping mad tricks. He was way better than me. He's at the skate park wearing fucking, unironically wearing the Naruto headband with like the scratch across it. And it was nice. Like, dude was pulling it off. It was like high quality. It was like silk fabric with like real, like reflective, shiny chrome plate. It was extremely dope. And honestly, I think if you have the nards to wear a ninja headband at the skate park, you deserve more than more than your everyday respect, you know? That's the kind of thing it takes true self-confidence to pull off. And I have nothing but respect for you. Speaking of shonen anime, and skate parks actually, is also related. I hear there's a new show this season called Skate Infinity, I think? And it's Fast and the Furious downhill jam combat skateboarding. And if that doesn't get you so hyped, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what's gonna get you. That's the peak of all ideas. We can't go anywhere from here. Stream it? That's not a terrible idea. Stream it and do like real frame by frame analysis of the tricks they're pulling off. Although knowing like sports anime, they'll probably do that for me. I haven't finished Haikyuu actually. I really recommend sports anime, especially at its peak, like Haikyuu and Ping Pong. It's just feel good inspiration porn, basically. I can't beat that. There's a whole lot of racism and sexism and transphobia you have to look past in anime, but I mean, we do it here in the US too. That's not just a frontside board slide. That's a frontside board slide kickflip 180 out. Blessed Karl Marx for good luck. Goodness. It's Gundam Unicorn. Gundam Unicorn. I want it to be known. Ooh! Did anybody else see that delayed swing? That was dope. Oh, he got me with it! Oh, he got me with it twice! The Penetrator is a very cool boss. And I want you to know that if you make any Penetrator jokes in my chat, you'll be banned. We're pro-sodomy in this channel. By far my favorite part about the face cam is the quiet moments. I like to have fun with it. I'm not kidding about the band hammer. It's coming down. So I'm gonna veer right. I'm gonna kill these two dudes so that my boy Ostrava doesn't get murdered. But then we're going back to we're gonna do a dead sprint for the Penetrator boss wall. I've got one person. I don't know if there's if it's like slightly inaccurate on the viewer count. But I've got one person who's seemingly showing up and disappearing repeatedly for like the last 30 minutes. Guys, I'm really bad at this game. Oh! He's here and he's gonna get me killed! He's back. Mysterious number 5? I'm watching you. Honestly, he might be okay. He might know what he's doing. He might not know what he's doing. Just pulled up. Welcome to the chat. It's my main hype man. I'm not trying to hurt you, dog. I'm trying to save you. I'm really bad at this game. I thought that this would be a good game for me to play on stream because my original thought was most of the time it'll be pretty relaxed and I'll be able to chat. And then when it gets to the boss fights, it gets a little intense. I can talk a little bit more game theory, have some more fun moments. That was my thought. What ended up happening is that I'm bad at this game and I'm tense the whole time. But I'll improve. Do I dead sprint or do I kill all these guys? I think I'm just gonna run past. I think I'm gonna run past. This is happening. Okay, it was a bad idea from the start. I should have known. I'm a pro speedrunner. That's really throwing a wrench in my plans to be fastest any percent speedrunner in Demon Souls. I'm going for the world record. Hello, welcome. I came off as sarcastic, but I legitimately... I went on a whole earnest rant yesterday about how I wanted this to be a safe space. I want everybody to come in and feel welcome and have a good time. Because, I don't know, most of my interactions these days are online. So if I can craft a positive interaction for somebody, I think that would be nice. You never take the time. You never take the time to pick a bomb out of your butt. It's gonna get you killed. My sword's gonna break soon, so like if I don't beat... Wait, do I have a... I might have a thing. I might have a thing. I don't have a thing. So if I don't beat the boss this time, I probably gotta go back and fix my shit. Fix my... Sorry. Forgive me. I want to really earn my mature content rating, and not through cheap methods like curse words. I want to find curse word alternatives, and I want to earn it by talking about some wild stuff. You know? Let's really push the boundaries about what we can chat about online. Okay, this is a real problem for me. Spear guys throw me off. They really trip me up. Tell me what's gross. Let's earn that mature rating right now. Sneezing into your mask, yes. Does anybody have that clip of the... yes, sneezing into your mask is gross, but you should do it. You should do it. That's what the mask is for. Does anybody have that clip of the U.S. congressman on a C-SPAN camera who got caught pulling his mask down, sneezing into his hand, and then putting his mask back up? I need to find it. Can I post clips in the chat? Does that... Yes! Okay, give me a YouTube clip. Daily Mail. I don't want to look at a Daily Mail. There it is. This is legendary content. This is top tier. Look at this man! The best part is, like, he sneezes into his hand and he just, like, cups it. He just holds on to it, presumably for the rest of the hearing. I don't know what else you're gonna do with it. He's just gonna sit and hold Boogie in his hand for the rest of time. And I think that kind of commitment to the bit is just incredible. Look, if he's trying to force his fellow congressmen to retire by infecting them with COVID, then maybe he's the best activist among us all, right? He's doing more for this country than you ever could. I'm sorry, I have to go do chores. I have to go do chores in the Nexus. Hello and welcome! We're doing chores in the Nexus right now, but I promise I'll get back to being bad at the game in just a second.
Hello again. I'm keeping a close watch.
Let's organize my storage. Storganize, you could say. What is this? What does this one even do? Bleeding! Who needs it? I don't need these knives. They weigh 800 pounds. I don't need any of this. This is the most disagreeable choice in this game, is having an inventory burden. I think we should start a petition to ban all inventory burdens, inventory limits from any game except for survival horror games where it's like a panel inventory system and you have to like fit it in like a Tetris puzzle. If your inventory system isn't at least a game on its own, remove it. Remove it. And this is coming from a guy who thinks unfun game mechanics are actually good art. You know what I mean?
I can forge weapons.
Longtime viewers of the channel know that I love controversial design choices. 358 over 2 days is actually a really good point. It is an excellent example because that game sucks so much to play. But because of that, it is an excellent examination of like a day-to-day working life. Like, that game makes you viscerally feel what it's like to be at the bottom of a hierarchy, grinding away in a miserable corporate life forever because the game sucks. It sucks, but it's good. It's good because it sucks. And I respect it. That being said, I've never beaten it, and I won't. You can't make me. We just lost two 358 over 2 days viewers. Stream it? If I blow it up to this size screen, it'll be like two big squares bumping into each other, two giant pixels. I'm not about to subject anyone to that kind of pain. Three big squares, you're right. Was the bottom screen lower resolution than the rest? I don't remember. That would be really funny if it was. Can we talk about the absolute wasted potential of the Wii U? This is a hill that I'm willing to die on. I think the Wii U was a great idea. I think the Wii U was... I think the Wii U was the best idea that Nintendo has had in a long time. I think it's a better idea than the Switch. Hear me out. Hear me out. Don't leave. I played the only game that I ever had for the Wii U, because they didn't release any games for it, was the Legend of Zelda Wind Waker HD remaster. And the screen on your controller was beautifully integrated. The sailing charts were down there. You could like make notes on your map, like in your physical hands. The inventory was down there, and all of it, like your screen was still going the whole time. And it was so beautiful and convenient and thematic for the sailing charts, and just beautifully integrated in every way. Yeah, it was just a big DS. And it had the right idea. It was a console version of the DS, and I adored it. And the biggest wasted potential of the Switch is that you can't use the touchscreen on the portable version of the console while playing on the TV like the Wii U. I realize that already the Switch is a broken product, and adding anything else might literally cause it to explode. But if there's one thing that they really need to add to the Switch, I walked into that one. It's the ability to use the touchpad screen, in your hands while playing on a TV. I don't know if that's going to be like some type of streaming integration, if they have to release a new like Switch dock that allows you to stream from the console to the dock so that you can do both simultaneously, but this is my $1 million idea. Nintendo, hire me right now. Hire me, please. I need money. It's been so long since I've been at the boss fight that I forgot we were at a boss fight. I saw it coming. I had already committed. Do I have internship experience? Does anyone have internship experience? Internships are a myth. Stop looking at the face cam, Alec. It's getting you killed. It's getting you murdered. You're gonna die. I spoke a little bit too soon by saying this was my best performance to date earlier. I'm really sorry. I know I'm letting some of you down, but look, in my defense, this stream isn't tagged. It's not tagged hardcore, you know? Oh no. Oh no, no, no. Okay, I have an idea. Use the invincibility. It helps a lot, but not enough. Eat the grass. Why are there 3? I'm not getting heated. There's a really strong argument to be made that the AI are programmed to stagger their attacks here. It's looking pretty brutal. It's looking bad for your boy, Biggest Jr. Oh shit. Okay, so in most Souls games, they don't have this kind of aggro distance. Is he dead? He's dead. Anyone know how to do like beat remixes? Imagine the beat remix potential of the backstab sound of this katana. The magic sounds in this game. The whole sound design of this game is so incredible. I can hold both. Andres, probably. Where's my boy Andres? Anders Ehat. I need you. My tummy is rumbly. Do you guys think persistent campaign is a good tag to have on this one? I think it's accurate. Let's use some spice. Did you hear that sound? Did you hear the sound? The cork pop. Ooh. Ooh. This game is the reason that I bought a headset. That's not a joke. This game convinced me to buy a headset so that I can hear it. No, this is not my first playthrough of the remake. I did beat it one time in like 2 days because it's really good and also really short, snappy. I like that. I played really big sword last time. Big dumb strength. Which is objectively the best way to play a Souls game. I don't make the rules. Okay. Don't panic roll. It ain't gonna get you nowhere. It's hard to tell when he's actually swinging because of the sounds. Let's get behind something and eat. Okay, he just goes through it. That's fine. Delayed strike. Big brain player. Hello, it's good to see you. So I know there's a way to get his armor set, which wasn't in the original version of the game. But it requires paying a certain amount of souls, going into the mirrored version of the game, which is also added, and then doing like a series of quests, like events, to get like a new consumable item, and once you have collected a certain number of these tokens, you get his armor set. Seems cool. Not sure if I'm going to do it on stream, because I don't want to spend that much time on one game, I think. I think I'd rather keep it moving, you know? I mean, unless you guys think otherwise, because you're the ones who watch. For you or a loved gamer, 10 free consoles from Best Buy today. Best Buy is not capitalized. Today is capitalized. The link is http://185.144.29.128/CL/395_MD/2/10911/15055/24/6726775. I can't help but notice that that link does not take me to the Best Buy website. It feels like it might be a scam. No, these 10 free consoles are for me. You don't get any. Although it does say, for me or a loved gamer. But I actually don't love any gamers. Clip it there. Clip it there. Clip it on the punchline, I don't love any gamers. Who could love a gamer? A capital G gamer, I do mean. Can we talk about how the inciting incident of the whole fascist organization we're seeing in the United States today was called Gamergate? We're living in a parody world. It's a dark comedy for sure, but I'm still laughing. We'll just not go too far into that one. If you guys want to look up Gamergate, I have a few good links for you. Pizzagate, I think, led into Gamergate, but they were related. It was the, yeah, exactly. It was the pre-QAnon conspirators behind Pizzagate who fundamentally took charge of Gamergate and convinced moderate centrists that they weren't wacko conspiracy theorists. I've been watching The Boys. El Boys. Los Boyos. And let me tell you, I think Chris Nolan needs to be taking notes. If you want to use a superhero story, good at making extremely hot girls come. This is where we're earning that mature rating. Chris Nolan needs to be taking notes, because if you want to use a superhero story to talk about the effects of the Patriot Act, The Boys is how you do it. That's all I'm saying. And that's all I'm going to tell you. So I'm going to leave you with, because I want you guys to go watch it yourselves. I'm also not done with the first season yet, so I don't even have like a definitive hot take on it. I just know that it's really entertaining. I'm in season 1. I have not finished. My partner and I are watching it together. It's a very romantic show. Yeah, sorry, the delay between my screen and your screen is absurd. Absurd. I gotta say, the face-sitting scene really did a number on us, you know? Really got us going, if you know what I mean. Am I violating Twitch, am I violating Twitch terms of service by talking about face-sitting? Oh, I lost someone, though. We don't accept kink shamers in my chat. And no, I'm not using that as a meme. I'm serious. I do think the murder aspect of it maybe needs to be questioned. I don't know. Hot take, murder is bad? A fistful of hot Cheetos is the most disturbing image. Imagine the aftermath. Imagine the chaos that ensues. Your entire house is going to be red dust. International spoiler law. I think spoiler culture is ruining movies. That's my hot take of the day. Yeah, I lost three. Lost 3 on that one. Spoiler culture is ruining movies. A spoiler should not be the end-all be-all of your entire film. Having the movie spoiled should not ruin the movie for you. It should still be a good movie. A movie should be able to stand on its own 2 legs without some crazy spoiler at the end of it. I think the Marvel Cinematic Universe, in that way, is poison. Yeah. It's ruining movies, I think. Or at least it's ruining discourse around movies, which does affect the way movies get made. Get over here. That's pro gamer move. Oh, I hear them behind me. Jesus. It's a dance. It's romantic. Red Eyes, Black Knight, and I are dating. But I wouldn't say getting spoiled for those movies would completely ruin the experience. I think I agree with you. It is a poison in a lot of other ways. And I don't think that those movies would be ruined by a spoiler either, necessarily. I do think the discourse around them is very spoiler-centric. And I hate it. I hate it a lot. I'm also really missing the lack of metaphor in film. There's actually an excellent video that I want everyone to go watch. This is required reading. Let me go find it. I'll post a link in chat. This is such a good video. I watch it maybe once a month, just because I love this man. I love this man. Annihilation. Folding ideas. Hello, yes. I'm about to assign homework. So welcome to the chat. Speaking of assigning homework. Okay, well, I'm going to do this bit in a second. I want to talk about this video first. So this video, titled Annihilation and Decoding Metaphor, is about, it's like an introductory course to analyzing metaphor in film. Analyzing metaphor, like analyzing film as a text, rather than just a plot, you know? Because, like, I mean, he does a much better job of explaining it, but you see all these freaking ending explained videos going around that just completely miss the point. And Annihilation is a really good case study for it, because the movie is almost entirely metaphorical. And it also has an obscure ending, you know? The open-ended endings always point towards a thematic and metaphorical conclusion. Yeah, I don't think necessarily, like, not to say that my friends and viewers are enlightened or whatever, but I don't think, yeah, I fully agree with that. I don't think you guys are necessarily the ones who, like, have a lot to learn from this, but I still think it's good wood, and it really helps me put into words a lot of the things that I think about those ending explained film or movies videos. I can't speak because I'm really, really tense. Woohoo! Alright, so this is an experience that might be unique to me. Oh, you can stun lock him. That's kind of massive. Oh. This is an experience that I think is unique to me. Some of you might know I was in musical theater in high school. I am somewhat of a vocalist. I'm also a champion. But so I sing a lot, and I would dance while I sang. And the more that I try to do with my voice, the less that I have a control over my breathing, you know. Which is a callback to an earlier thing that I was talking about in this video. But this streaming is bringing the same thing out of me, where I'm talking a lot, which throws off my breathing rhythm. And so I experience what WebMD has entitled hyperventilation. Not like the Chicken Little breathing into a bag bit, but like I start to lose feeling in my fingers bit. So like when I'm talking a lot through... Where's my world tendency? It's bad. Why is it bad? Whatever. So when I talk a lot, I start to lose feeling in my fingers, which is really fun and exciting for me. So let's everyone remember what I said earlier about breathing techniques. In through the nose, 4 seconds. Hold. Out with fire breath, mouth closed, 7 seconds. I've not been dying in human form. I took the spirit of Bruce Lee came and told me to commit suicide in the Nexus so that I would be in spirit form. And then I would not lose any world tendency. Spirit of Bruce Lee. Yes, I got pure white. Look at that. Look at that on the screen. I got pure white world tendency. For the newcomers, world tendency is a super janky, very interesting mechanic in this game that wasn't perfectly implemented, but I think is really interesting nonetheless. And basically the idea is being bad at the game makes it harder, and events happen. I guess not being bad at the game. Like dying in body form, doing invasions, killing NPCs, shifts your world tendency black, so the game gets harder, and events happen. You get invaded. And then the opposite is also true. So beating bosses, reviving players in other worlds, and not dying increases your world tendency to white, and then that makes the game easier, and good events happen. You meet new characters, you get items. And there is like a way to maximize both in a single playthrough. I don't know how it's done, so whatever. So before I leave here, I'm going to kill myself in the Nexus so that I can't die in body form and shift my world tendency black. Basically, Demon Souls is encouraging me to commit suicide, and I have no problem with that, really. Suicide is badass! I was talking about homework before this whole bit. That's correct. So my favorite streamer is Northern Lion. I love Northern Lion. He's hilarious. He streams a lot. Yes, true.
I was worried sick.
And I think he's very entertaining, but I think his takes are so frustratingly wrong that it really sparked my desire to get up on here and be right. And the one that really set me off, two actually that really set me off, that he talks about a lot, he's kind of known for them, like it's a running joke that he has bad takes on these two things. But the take that really set me off was that he thinks kids don't have enough homework these days. Like, he thinks kids aren't... I don't want to, like, misconstrue him, so I don't want to, like, go to his reasoning without referencing back to it. But the end result is that he thinks kids should have more homework. And I think that is... unnecessarily cruel. I think homework is... honestly evil.
Bravo.
Yeah.
Thank you. Let me. I am.
There's that, but like, I think he really thinks, oh, light weapon. I'm getting that. Let's unequip this one. Equip this one.
Bring me my patiently await.
Can I use it on this? I can. I cannot. The 4.0 is kids. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, homework is a system that, well, it's designed to prepare kids for their work bleeding into their real lives. It's designed to, get you ready for the mentality that you're going to have to take your work home with you, which, hi, Zappy Max, welcome. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have any ghosts in my apartment. So it's designed to prepare kids for the idea that their work is going to bleed into their lives and they're going to have to take work home with them. It's cruel in that it robs a child of the opportunity to be a child and like enjoy their time outside of work, which the fact that a kid has to go to work for 40 hours a week anyway, and yes, I'm calling school work because school could be this exciting thing that kids want to do, but it is so not.
I can.
And the fact that you would wish more suffering on like you've seen the way people are turning out. Every single person I know is suffering from some form of depression or anxiety or burnout.
Bring me more.
It's like, really? Really? You take a look at the world around you and you think kids need more homework? That's your take? Good God. Good God. Goodness. If I'm remembering correctly, Thought Slime has a really good video on the education system. Thought Slime education? What was I going to preface the Annihilation video with? I was just saying that I absolutely adore this YouTuber. I think that he's really insightful, and I think that he's really fun to watch, and I think that the over-focus on plot and I guess just plot, like the over-focus on plot is ruining movie discourse. So he takes this video to respond to all of that by decoding the metaphor in Annihilation. And he's just really good at it, and it's a really good video. And I think everybody should watch it, because I think it's really fun to be able to talk about movies in like an interesting way, or art in general, you know? Where's... Movies are cool. Movies are great. Okay, I can't find the video, but the moral of the story is go watch Thought Slime. They're great. I love them. I can't believe you would come in here and say something so brave, you know? So brave, yet so true. Yes? Movies with Mikey? I love that boy. That was a beautiful, like I like to look at basically everything as art. But I think the best case to be made, like case study to be made for how YouTube reviews of movies are art in and of themselves are Movies with Mikey's videos, specifically his 2001 A Space Odyssey one, is incredible. I've also seen his Firefly video so many times that I can't even express. I can't even express. I need to get strength to 18 so that I can hold this sword with one hand, and then we can worry about magic later. Don't worry, I'll get back to magic. Yeehaw! Now I can use a sword like a normal person. So I'm hoping with my pure white world tendency, I'll be able to do this little secret area and get my last magic tutor. And learn more magic. I forgot to kill myself. I'm gonna go kill myself. So this is some of my highest viewer counts, like concurrent viewer count in a long time. I think it'd be a really good idea to discuss my idea of like a reading club. I know, Max, that you were in a reading club with me that I didn't continue to participate in because it was starting to feel like a job. But I think that this kind of is like a job, and I should reinstitute a reading club. But I want to do kind of a casual Twitch streaming weekly theory reading club to motivate my close friends to read theory and motivate myself to read theory. And I was thinking, I have heard from a PhD anarchist historian. It is not music theory. I have heard from, although I would be interested in music theory, you should go watch Patricia Taxton's music videos. I love her. I heard from a PhD anarchist historian that a great place to start is Enrico Malatesta's pamphlet on anarchy. It's supposedly real short, breezy read. That whole last one was so good. Was so good. She was recently featured in a 12-tone video because of that 4-chord loop theory video that she posted. She was very proud. She put out a music sampler of 2020 of all of her projects. It's like a 2-minute video. I recommend it. Oh, it's so fast! Have I heard of Karl Marx? Blessed Karl Marx for good luck. Alright. I actually adore this. I think that it is hilariously ironic. Because this is like... Yeah, this is a brother of Groucho. It's like pure ideology, right? Like, this is the most recuperation that I can even imagine. This is the capitalist machine literally packaging and selling as a product Karl Marx. Yeah, there it is. We can read some Zizek too, if you want. I haven't read any Zizek. A Marx bust coin bank? It's criminal. It's criminal. As my boy Milo likes to say, or did say in one song, you scrawled the word discursive and cursive and called yourself subversive. I'm trying to figure out how to play music on stream. Alanis Morissette... I have a hot take on Alanis Morissette's song Ironic. We all belly laughed. I wrote this rap from Mike Eagle's helipad. Have you heard Bob's Son, Taylor? I'm torn on Bob's Son. It's not a hot take. It's a big brain take, though. Alanis Morissette's song Ironic is actually the purest form of irony because none of her examples are ironic. That's my hot take. Yeah, so it's his new project under his name Rap Ferreira. He changed his name recently. I don't know if you've heard Purple Moonlight Pages yet, but that was my album of the year in 2019. I highly recommend it. That is a fun fact. Have you heard the new Foo Fighters songs, Steven? The two new tracks? I can't tell if I'm excited about them or not. Like, I think they're fine. I think they're fine, but I think I'm just not in that mood right now. Yeah, there's a second one. There's the one they teased on their Instagram. I knew it! And there's another one. Wow. That was so brutal. That was beauty. Let's get it again. I tell you what, Blue Point has an eye and an ear for style. Oh, I can wear this. So one thing that this game does that sucks, I'm not going to mince words, it sucks. It ties what armor you can wear to body type, like body shape. You choose between type A and type B. One of them is obviously classically masculine, one of them is obviously classically feminine. And it restricts which armor you can wear based on the type, but it doesn't go both ways. The femme body type can wear all armor, and the mask body type can only wear mask armor. It sucks. Which is why I decided to play a femme body type to have access to all armor sets in the game, because I can't believe they would do this to me. You guys want to see something cool? Want to see something cool? Hashtag gender. Oh, I'm gonna have to find this video. There's a video that I watched recently. It was recommended on ThoughtSlime's channel. And the premise of the video is that even if we're talking about purely sex, I know this isn't going to be a hot take, because I know everyone here is, yeah. Look, here's my hot take on skimpy armor. Sorry, I'm gonna circle back around to sex and gender. But my hot take on skimpy armor is that I think skimpy armor is good, but only if I can hang dong as a dude. Show me bulge, and I want a skimpy armor set that frames my pectoral muscles. I want to see some toned ass hanging out. Dude, man thongs. Perfect. Anywho, I'm not worried about it in this chat because I know everyone here is trans inclusive, which is good, and I love you all. But this video was excellent. It was like a really thorough breakdown of how even if you're just talking about like pure phenotype sex, funny, Max, you're very funny. Like even that's not a good descriptor. Even if you're talking about like because so many people make the argument about how it's medically necessary to understand which of the two sexes you are, but like that's not even true because it doesn't line up that way. There are like 11 separate sex phenotypes. Only one of them is fatal in the womb, so like, you know, there are 10, like technically speaking, there are 10 different sexes. And like intersex people are more common than redheads, you know? So like basically all hate speech is pseudoscience. Fuck off transphobes, basically. So this is a good faith question. I've been internally struggling with this for a good while. This is a good faith question, at least I hope. And please shut me up if I'm wrong. Is it uncouth or like appropriative or in any way not nice for me, as far as I'm aware, like a cishet white man, to like wear a trans flag, you know, in support? Or should I just not and leave that to... I'll get this eventually. You know, I think it's fine. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. I was really worried. Yeah, I know, and I told you that I thought it was fine when you bought the shoes, but I'm a cishet white man, so I don't know. So I was worried when I was tie-dyeing, like, I'm wearing my tie-dyed sweatpants right now. Let's do a fashion show. I'm wearing my tie-dyed sweatpants right now. That, it's a great color scheme. That I sent to the group chat, and I was like, it's like trans pants, because originally I was just going to do the pink and the light blue. And I was just really worried, you know, that I was being kind of, I don't know, gauche, rude. We have the inventor of trans people in the chat today. How does it feel to be graced with a celebrity? My trans pants ended up not being trans pants. I had to add the color orange because the pink and the blue came out too light and it wasn't like striking enough for me. Thank you! I love them. They're my favorite thing in the whole world. That's actually not true. My newest pair of sweats are my favorite thing in the whole world. But, I don't know. It really sparked that question for me. I have another interesting question about gender that I was discussing with my partner. And I'm wondering, how much push does it take to like leave your gender behind and declare yourself non-binary? Because I, for all intents and purposes, am a man, right? But I also haven't done a whole lot of examining of it. And the more that I think about it, the more I'm thinking, I'm not tied to that, you know? I could take it or leave it. Being a man is not a central part of my identity in any way. So I'm really neutral on it. And I'm just wondering, not necessarily for myself, but like, what does it take? What does it take to know you're non-binary? And if someone who's just kind of neutral on it starts calling themselves non-binary, is that like stolen valor in a way? Or am I just way overthinking this? I know a lot of non-binary folks, and you know, a lot of them are just very open about it, very casual about it, and I don't know, it just seems like gender is fake. I will do whatever I wish. I don't know. I'm experimenting with it. There's a lot of presentational choices. I'm confused by the verbiage of that sentence. But basically, the LGBTQ community has been the most inclusive and loving community, both IRL and online, that I have ever had the joy of taking part in, even just tangentially. And I just wonder, I don't know, if maybe I identify with them more than I do with, like, anyone else. This is not a coming out post, by the way. I'm just experimenting with gender presentation. I want to start painting my nails. I've got clear coat on so I don't bite them so that they come back. Oh, shit. Well, tell them I love them. And I'm glad that they're in a better place. You're welcome. Dangly earring. Here's my thing. So check this out. I've got these big old goofy ears, right? They're like elfy. They stick out of my head real good. I'm piercing this cartilage up here. It's going to be big. It's going to be showy. And one day, I want to have either a bar or a dangly chain. Yeah? Yeah? Yeah. That's where I'm at right now. I want dangly chains. I want freaking summer crop tops. Chain wallet to the ear. No, thank you. I want summer crop tops, which isn't necessarily a feminine thing, because like in the 80s, they did like the football shirts that were cut up real high. I love those. I love that a lot. I also like the, I don't know. It was a woman on Instagram who inspired me to get this haircut, which is interesting. Too breezy? No, it feels good, especially if you're living in Texas. Come on. Where's Carla? Where's my witch at? She's supposed to be in here. I've been running in circles this whole time. Demon's Souls. Is her name Carla? It is. It is Carla. It's not Carla. It's Yuria. I lied. Where's she at? I know where she's at. No, not Urea. Yuria. I know where she's at. Do I have the full Fat Official outfit? Because that's what I need. We're doing side quests today, boys. Yo! Sorry, I got taken in by an advertisement on the wiki. Well, good for you. But I'm sweating in the summer when I skateboard. I'm really sorry, that's rough. Just bring a space heater. I'll buy you a space heater. Oh, there's nothing more I can do for you. You must suffer in silence. What was I literally just saying? I was literally in the midst of saying something, and I forgot what it was. Crop tops. I think I moved on from crop tops. Oh, I got caught by an ad on the wiki while I was looking up my side quests. They're making another... There's a new Phantasy Star Online? Guys, I want to play Phantasy Star Online again. I played it for like a hot 30 minutes when I was a kid on the GameCube because it was borrowed from somebody. I want to play Phantasy Star Online, man. Unfortunately, the advertisement seemed to indicate that it's only on Xbox and PC, which sucks because I have a PlayStation 5. You stay away from me. It's beautiful. Did anybody else play Phantasy Star Online? Bloody Iron Key. That'll be useful, I bet. That game is just a nostalgia trip for me, and I didn't even really get to play it. Phantasy Star 1 through 4. Okay, so there's like two separate series. There's Phantasy Star, the series, and there's Phantasy Star Online. Because the one I just saw was called Phantasy Star Online 2. Oh, pretty. What's down there? His audio is bugged. Oh, no, it's not.
You killed that blooded sluggard for me. I'm called Bill,
Yes, I remember this.
Fangs of Boletaria. I thank you. You deserve a
This man
handsome reward.
reminds me of the insult that I want to bring back because I've been watching a lot of fantasy. He said sluggard. But what about blackguard? Blackguard. Like Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest? Yeah. There was like a whole bunch of Final Fantasy killers back in the day. I'm assuming they didn't kill Final Fantasy. Yeah, Theseus and the Bull. I adore the bull. He's my best friend. Theseus can go die again and again and again and again. Oh wait, I need to keep going. 16, come to me. It's gonna be so long. I'm so fed up with the AAA games industry. Don't tell me about a game 10 years before it comes out. Please. Please stop doing that. I mean, it just goes to show... It just goes to show what happens when your economy is run off of advertising and not actual, like, worth. Yeah, Steven, that's gonna be a long time too. It hasn't even been teased. I hope we all learn our lesson from Cyberpunk 2077. Jesus Christ. Although we say that every time. When I say we, I mean capital G gamers. Every time. No more hype train. And every time, it's a hype train. The first soldier and ever crisis? That's really exciting. Wait, the first soldier being Sephiroth or Genesis? Is Genesis still canon?
I was worried.
Are we gonna get to meet Angeal again? Sephiroth, and yes. Genesis is still canon. I didn't know if they had completely removed him from history. I frankly am a fan of Hot Topic Poetry Boy. I think he deserves more respect. I don't need that, or that, or that, or that, or that.
We are indebted to you.
I don't think it's a surprise to anyone that Pappy here is into bondage. Advent Children before Crisis, Crisis Core, Dirge's Cerberus, Ever Crisis. Ah! See, I knew Crisis was a callback. It was a reference. I didn't realize that.
I was worried.
I didn't realize that it went so deep. What do I need? I need officials leggings. I need officials gloves. Where is it? Where is it? I don't have it. I bet I have to go do Hot Sephiroth gossip. Share the Hot Sephiroth goss in the chat. We need more to talk about. I think Final Fantasy VII is a very, very interesting text to analyze through a political lens. Which obviously is intentional. Oh, okay, yes. We won't spoil it in the chat. You're correct. Forgive me. I'm not that anti-spoiler culture, you know? I'm willing to bet I have to go do this first. I hate the Tunnel City. Oh well. But Final Fantasy VII is a very interesting political text. I lost my train of thought. Basically, I just wanted to say that Sephiroth is an accelerationist. And I like that the game takes a stance against accelerationism. Because that's a silly ideology. And nobody should ever do that. Stop! Ooh, actually, I'm sorry. I'm gonna go do more chores. Because I have money now. I love money. I'm trying to have some thoughts about my backdrop. I have my camera angled sideways so that it's not just like... It's in the name. You get there faster. You're right. I didn't think about that. Yeah, so I have my angle off to the camera off to the side because otherwise you would just see my whole living room, including my lovely partner who likes to not be on camera when I'm streaming. But if you guys have any fun and exciting ideas about what I can do in the backdrop, like is the window distracting or I don't know. I'm kind of thinking I think it would be fun if I could like rig a system like some dowel rods off the back of my chair and hold up like a big green poster board and kind of green screen myself. I mean, exciting and high adrenaline, technically you're probably right. But I think also a car crash is exciting and a high adrenaline situation. I don't know, it doesn't sound that good to me. Forgive me, everyone, I need to check my text messages. Hey, something that Chris Castro has been doing a lot of, I assume that he's not trying to stay anonymous considering his Twitch name is his real name. Oh, I mean it's his fake name because it's just a Twitch username. Sorry, Chris Castro has been doing me a service. He's figured out the clipping function, and he's creating clips for me. And I think that's a very good thing, so that I have to scrub through less footage later to put together a highlight reel, so that I can advertise for myself. So if anybody finds any part of the stream particularly exciting or worthwhile of being a highlight, get in that Twitch chat window or that Twitch video window and clip it for me. That'd be great. You'd be doing me a service. I love you dearly. All of you. Each and every one. This is what I need. Buy 5 to be safe. Buy 8 to be safe. Oh, I can only buy 5. I'm gonna buy 5.
Oh, don't be sure not to get...
I find myself talking a little bit too much about inside baseball. A little bit too much about the actual work of this. Because I run out of things to talk about. I'm hoping that with more viewers comes more opportunities to bounce off the crowd. You know what I mean? I think I'm really, I don't know. I think I'm entertaining when I'm playing off an audience. I don't know. It could be fun. So if you guys want to like start pitching ideas, like pitching prompts as if this were an improv comedy show, hit me up. I'll do it. I'll do anything. I'll debase myself for you. I swear to God. It's for the entertainment. It's for the kids. What's my opinion on guns now? Guns are cool as shit. Get a gun. I probably need to get a gun. Damn. What do I need? What do you mean? Hold on. Hold on. I need one more Moonshade Stone Shard. I should have bought 6. Yeah, my opinion on guns is gun control is only going to hurt the people who need to be helped, and it's going to help the people who need to be hurt. So I think gun control is a bad thing, and I think that the people who need to be helped should buy a gun. As long as it shouldn't be like, it's not a requirement by any means, it shouldn't be your job. You know, if you don't feel safe having... I have grown a lot since college. There was a time, confession, that I would have called myself a centrist. I would have used the phrase socially liberal and economically conservative. And I am loath to use the word cringe, but I do cringe when I think that I actually said that out loud. Yeah, so those of you who remember me from college or high school, I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. I like to believe that I've grown. But yes, like I was saying, it is if you feel as if it would be unsafe for your own health to have a gun in your household, I do not recommend it. I do recommend getting close with your community because there are going to be people who are going to feel comfortable showing up for you, you know? I think that's what it's all about. I saw a tweet the other day that was like, talk to your neighbors, tell them that you will be there for them, and mean it, and then buy a gun. And that's my politics, basically. What am I doing? I need to go buy a thing. I know my friend Stu would be very happy with this kind of turnaround. He and I got pretty fucking heated about gun control years back. Back when I was a gun controlling lib. I do stand by my opposition, Taylor, to Evan owning a gun, because I'm not convinced that man isn't a Nazi.
Hello. Oh, gun? He's sure not to get his...
It's just saying. Yeah. The people we hung out with in college, am I right? I do feel kind of bad. Some of them I think were well-intentioned, just a little bit incurious. I do feel bad completely cutting them out of my life, but at this point I've ghosted them for so long that I'm just not gonna reach out. I don't know. If you're still in contact with them, point them this way. Maybe they'll learn something. That was condescending. I'm sorry. Bam! That's fully upgraded. That's what we love to see. Yeah. I mean, the only time that I've seen Derek since I got out of college, he found out that I was a commie and we got in a fight. So, maybe a good idea to not talk to them. I think a little bit of college edginess is to be expected, especially, man, I think we came out okay of OU. I think we've all come out okay growing up in Texas. I'm pretty proud of that. I'm gonna go urinate, I believe. I'm gonna hope this sign still stands up. I've been having a really hard time with it. It's just paper. How's that production quality for you guys? I'm serious though. I want to build an easel. I want it to be really cute. Kind of like Scrappy Underdog, you know? That's my aesthetic. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm really sorry, Taylor. That is just straight up not going to happen. I don't want to burn through all the games that I have before I get any followers. Whoo! Also, the more footage that I create, the harder it's going to be for me to like go through and make highlights to advertise for myself, which really is the only thing I've got going for me right now. It's tough getting famous, guys. It's tough. I know it's naive, but I am actually hoping I can make something of this. I'd really like to not ever have to work for a boss again. But I think this is a good thing to do. Bo Burnham's TV series? No, I didn't know he had one. To be perfectly honest with you. I thought he, like, retired. Yeah, that's the dream. Zack Stone's gonna be famous. You told me about this one. Stop. These guys were not this easy the last time I played this game. They're just weak to magic. Let's just do this instead. I was gonna go free Carla. Not Carla, Yuria. Sorry, there's a witch. There's a witch in Dark Souls 3 who's obviously a reference to Yuria from this game, but her name is Carla. There's also another witch in another game whose name is Zuli. There's another witch in another game. From Software, as a company, is very invested in intertextual references to their own content, and also the idea of futility and like a never-ending cycle, which is how that intertextuality plays in together. I think this game is actually really interesting because there's an ideological conflict that's kind of going on in the background between bye, love you. There's an ideological conflict that's going on in the background of this game between sorcerers and clerics. The sorcerers believe in like the human potential, and so they're using the demon's souls to learn magic and like progress, kind of like the technology side, like the progress. And then the clerics are like the traditionalists, and they think that sorcery is like heretical. They think using the demon's souls is evil thing to do. And so they're at each other's throats through the whole game. But at the end of the game, you get and this is reinforced in the. Sorry, I'm rambling, but this is reinforced in the gameplay when. I'm not gonna free Yuria because I need the official's clothes. I'm gonna just look this up to make sure I'm not a fool, but I'm gonna keep talking. So this ideological divide is reinforced through the gameplay in that magic can only be cast from a catalyst, and miracles can only be cast from a talisman. So you basically, they force you to choose between which side you're going to take a stance with, you know, which side you're going to go into. Yes, okay, I got to keep going through here first. And it's neat, because towards the end of the game, there's a secret optional item that you can get, which is a talisman that casts both sorceries and miracles. And its flavor text kind of puts this whole ideological divide into question. And then at the end of the game, when you lull the great old demon back into its slumber, everyone loses access to magic and miracles, which confirms that it was a false dichotomy and they were both using demon's power the whole time. I think it's neat. Like, FromSoft is really invested in the idea of, like, false dichotomies and, like, feudal struggles. And it just kind of, like, cuts through the bullshit at the end, and it's like, hey, the two-party system are actually both serving the same thing. I think it's neat. Demon's Souls is good, actually. Hi, welcome back. We're talking about how Demon's Souls is anti-capitalist. That's all I needed. Let's get out of here. To my friends at home, I do want to say, while this is my platform and I want to talk about the things that I want to talk about, I hope if you're not too interested in, like, politics, that you'll stick around anyway. Because I would like to consider myself more variable than just like a one-trick pony, and I think it'd be nice to have everybody stick around and hang out. We can talk about other stuff too. I'm not only interested in politics. Yes. Although, if anyone is interested in breaking down a From Software game from the perspective of an anti-capitalist, CurioVids has an excellent video where they discuss how Bloodborne can be seen as an anti-capitalist horror. Lost someone, that's fine. I think it's great. Good video. Go watch all their videos. They're great. Follow them on Twitch. They're great. Stone of ephemeral eye. What's that song? She's got radium eyes. Oh, she's got radium eyes. That's my favorite song on Guitar Hero 3 to play. It's the first song I learned on hard. I don't know how to use my pinky on a fretboard. Who does, though? Pinky's useless, right? I think we should just not have pinkies. Don't forget to disguise yourself. Oh! We're playing Hitman Souls now. Why is she laughing? Did anyone see that? I hate that. I'm sorry, Peppy, I hate you now. There's actually something that's very funny about this character that I completely forgot. You can customize teeth in this game, and I didn't know that. So I did the whole character creator with their mouth closed. And then when I did a gesture later, it turns out that they've got horrible teeth. Like, I think they have 3 teeth and they're like yellow and rotted. My bad. I didn't mean to do it to him. Ring of the Accursed. That sounds bad. Ring of Magical Nature. That sounds good. What's up, dude? Some people ask me how I'm so good at Demon Souls, and here's the correct answer. You walk behind them, and you press the win button. It's just that easy. Hello, I love you.
Do you want with me? Have you brutes no mercy. Do as you wish.
Oh,
There are no secrets here.
I forgot that I'm still disguised. Don't hate me, because I love you.
Heavens, you came to save me. Thank you. No, I am fine.
You don't seem fine.
With a little rest, I can soon walk.
Landlords are trash.
You go on ahead. I do not wish to be a dead weight.
You will never be a deadweight. I love you too much.
You go on ahead.
I support this. I support this message. Fellas, do your girl a service. She deserves it. Forgive me, I'm discussing fan theories in a separate chat so that you can't see it. I very much would like to leave this place. I have an item for that. So this Monday morning stream has been more successful than I thought. I'm really pleased because this is like my favorite time of day to do things. I really appreciate you guys coming through, even though it's a work day. Oh, what's up?
Do you intend to challenge the king?
I do.
You may be a great demon hunter, kings defended by the black souls of mighty knights and a fire-breathing drake.
I can kill that.
Defeated even myself. That's how I ended up in the dungeon. Beware the limits of your own power.
You want to underestimate my power. It's over, Anakin. This joke is going nowhere.
Hello again. You saved me from great agony.
Great agony.
I am sorry, for I cannot offer proper thanks.
You can!
Should you have demon souls, I can teach you magic.
That's the name of the game.
Only my witchcraft is of a dark nature, and arouses suspicions.
Please, I'm already suspicious.
The great sage Frey. Are you certain you wish to learn witchcraft?
Yes.
It would honor me to assist one such as you, but are you sure?
But what? Curse weapon. It's dope as shit.
Once
But I can't get it.
I lusted after demon souls. I passed the fissure into boletaria. Then, my thirst for, on the contrary, I owe my. If you are, it is a dark.
Her thirst for demon souls is quenched. My thirst is ever flowing. Ever growing, ever flowing. Remember to hydrate. Stay safe out there. This is like Donkey Kong. Is that true? Is there a level in one of the Donkey Kong Country games where they're like exploding minecarts? I could have sworn. Subby. Yeah, right. That was mad dope. Okay, if I'm remembering anything about this section of the game, I'm gonna be very frustrated very soon. So, bear with me, I guess. place is, Remember when I was talking earlier about how this game loves dark hallways? Dark and narrow hallways. Can't fool me. Boom! Headshot! I'm gonna kill that. Avoid fall. That seems like good advice. I'm starting to regret not waiting to unlock Uria to start spending my demon souls on magic. I'm worried that I'm getting the bad ones. Oh, there's an item down there. I might do that. I might do that. Look, this build is not optimized, and you're just gonna have to be okay with that. I don't know how any of this works. There's no such thing as a respec in this game. Alright, do I want the regenerator's ring to regenerate health, or the cat ring to not take damage from falls? Ooh, that's good. That's really good. I'm not sure if it's good enough because the regenerator's ring kind of carries me because I'm bad. Yeah, the regenerator's ring is too good because I'm going to be taking small damage for the rest of time. Umbasa. Okay, there is a way to get to that from down there, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to fall over here instead. Grab this, grab this, grab this. FromSoft has a tendency to do, they do a lot of levels that are similar to this in that they force you to fall down. And they don't always provide a way back up. And then they'll scatter items throughout the fall that... Oh, I'm gonna die. Holy crap. They scatter items throughout the fall that you can't get on a single path down. And it's very frustrating. It's a lot. It's a lot. Dark Souls 2 is my least favorite example of this, which you'll see if you stick around. Next time. Actually, 2 games from now, but whatever. You get it. What's up, my dude?
You're no joke, are you?
I am a joke. I am a clune. No. I want that. Gimme, 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 gimme. Are you joking? We did it, boys! Someone give me a prompt. Who wants to have a discussion? Let's talk. Let's chat. Tell me something. Anything. Anything to distract me from the inherently oppressive nature of the deep dark mines. No one? I was counting on you! Don't you know it's your job to do all the work, while all I do is sit back and play the game? I should have rolled. They were correct.
Remember,
Remember me?
plenty of wares, so bring me plenty of souls.
Plenty of wares. I had a scrapped D&D character that I really wanted to use. It's really simple. I mean, it wasn't anything special. Just a very Scottish, very stout dwarvish monk. Pure pugilist build.
Well, I'm not a bounce bear, but... Oh, come back when you match.
I don't know, that would have been fun. Chance to bust out my acting chops and try out that Scottish accent. Name was going to be Bruce. Bruce the Steady. I played one session. It's very sad. I'm gonna die. I'm not gonna die. I say it a lot, but I'm constantly impressed by streamers and otherwise content creating folks who talk to a camera for hours at a time without any prompts or guidance or help or whatever. You know? Just pure stream of consciousness. I feel like my thought pattern just loops too much to ever do that, you know? If I tried to do that, it just wouldn't go anywhere. Just constantly loop back to the same ideas. I don't know if anyone else has experienced this, but I had to force myself. I had many, many years building up this bad habit where anytime I didn't know what to say, I would just say, I'm tired. Which was always true, but that doesn't mean that it's engaging or moving the conversation in any direction. Honestly, I felt like I was making a lot of people uncomfortable. I do believe I've gotten away from that since then, but just one of those things, you know? So I have a curiosity. I hear that there have been studies done that show that not all people have an inner dialogue or like an inner monologue. And I'm just curious. Like are you guys aware of your thoughts? Do you like have a conversation with yourself as if they're like two separate beings? 'Cause I'm curious. I know some people think in words, some people think in images and stuff like that. But like, is there a dialogue, you know? Are you thinking a thought and then are you aware that you thought that thought? Or does it just come and flow? You know? Like, Terry Pratchett in his novel The Wee Free Men describes it as second thoughts. You don't think you have a dialogue? That's so interesting. You just think a thought. It just happens. It just moves through you. That's fascinating to me. It's expressed to me that a lot of neurodivergent folks, like with ADHD, will like not see their mind as them, but theirs, and like it's two separate entities almost in conflict, trying to trying to reach a mutual peace, but it's always a back and forth, which I always thought was interesting, and it's pretty accurate to my experience. Not that I've been officially diagnosed with any sort of neurodivergency, but I don't know. I'm pretty sure I have ADHD. I gotta stop mumbling. It works in normal conversation. It does not work in this microphone. I'm trying to decide if I'm gonna be one of those, like one of those cool cats who has like a novelty microphone, you know? Like when I eventually level up. I think like the 50s, like the waffle cutout microphone. I think that's cool as heck. I might even go all the way, do it like a corn setup where it's got LEDs in it. Yeah, that's right. I hope that's a good reference. I don't know if it's actually Korn who does that. Any longtime Korn fans in the chat know if I'm correct on that or not? Isn't this gameplay riveting? Isn't it incredibly exciting to be running through a pathway of dark tunnels with absolutely no clue where to go next? I think it's fun. What is wrong with you? Hey, big boy! I should get on the other side of this guy. He's gonna blow up. That's how you're successful at Demon Souls. Never trap yourself in a bad spot. It's all about positioning. This is correct, actually. This is true. I'm hoping that I can get to and defeat the next boss by 2 o'clock so that we can make some real substantive progress today. I think that's a good idea. I don't know what anyone else's schedule is looking like today. I was planning on stopping at around 2, but I don't know. If you guys are bored, tell me what's up. I might also move my Sunday stream a little earlier or a little later, depending on what time that I go skateboard. Because yesterday I skipped it because I put my stream in the middle of the day, and my crew went out like right when I was starting, and that seems like a bad choice. You know, I feel like I want to be able to get my skateboarding in and do this. Oh, okay, I didn't die. That was incredibly stressful. It's like Mr. Magoo walking into a manhole. Listen to the symphony behind me. Is that the correct reference? Is it Mr. Magoo? I'm pretty sure it was right. Engaging gameplay, I know. Those guys were a lot harder in my last playthrough because they only die if you hit them in the head, and they're very tall. But But now I got a magic wand. I think one of the experiences in this game that's going to stick with me forever was on my first playthrough. I was rolling through. I summoned help for a boss, and it was a dude with a magic wand, and he walked into the room, cast one spell, and the boss was dead. Like, I don't know if I should be happy or if I should be upset that I was robbed. But, I mean, it was kind of beautiful. This was before they balanced anything, so if you're not careful, or if you are careful, you can absolutely destroy the game with magic. Just break it, just tear it to pieces. Obviously, I'm not doing a very good job at that. You guys listening to those magic sounds, though? Just wait till the next boss. Just wait. It's a cool dude. I have a feeling I'm gonna have a hard time with this boss. I'm hoping not that hard of a time with this boss. Okay, we're gonna do one of these for reasons that will become apparent quickly. I did not hear the organ last time. That's glorious. That's the greatest thing I've ever heard. He's trying to make up for his male pattern baldness by catching himself on fire. And honestly, it's kind of sad to see the lengths that men will go through to, like, not be bald. Oh. I gotta stop dodging that way. That's the way he punches! That's his punchy hand! Eat up. Was that male pattern baldness joke in poor taste? I don't think so. I love people. I love bald as a look. I just think people didn't have to. I wish people shouldn't have to feel that that pressure. You know. I think you're beautiful. I think you're beautiful. I'm gonna duck and cover. Do one of these. I'm too good. I tell you what, this spell is really breaking the game for me. Like, I'm just not taking damage, he says, as he takes damage. Wow, I wish you wouldn't. I'm gonna die. I actually am gonna die. I stood in the fire! Why would you stand in the fire? I think that's 3 spam calls today, which is less than average. Does that make you sad? It certainly makes me sad. This is what I'm talking about, by the way. This is the kind of stuff that stresses me out. It's not safe here. It's not safe here. If not here, then where? This is the way? Can't tell if he's being facetious. We're good, homie. Everybody relax. No, 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 no. Alright, we made it. No stress? Look, this is the substantive progress that I was talking about. This is the kind of success that I want to see in the world. From myself. Oh, you see that? See, that's fire? It's actually not a good idea to stand in fire. I don't know, maybe you thought it was a good idea. I've tested it. Trust me. Hydration is good for you.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. Ignite. No. I don't want to ignite. What do you got?
Bravo. Thank you. Let me. I am a human.
Nothing.
Where are you going?
I'm leaving you forever. Every NPC in this game is like a needy partner. If you just walk away from them without like buying or doing anything, they get really upset. Which I guess, like, you can't really blame them, but I don't know. I'll come back, you know?
You come back alive.
I'll be right back. It occurs to me that I didn't... I'm not worried about it. libcom.org. Let's search your library. Authors. Malatesta? No? He falls under a tag. And not a, I don't know how to navigate this website, but you can just Google it. Here we go. That's a link for anybody who wants to read along with me. I'm thinking it's a relatively short pamphlet. So I'm thinking what I'll do is just divide it into 4 and make this really, really easy bite-sized readings. Let's see. Let's see. So it looks like it has 9 sections. So we'll split it into 3. Required reading for next weekend. We'll not discuss and we'll touch base on Sundays and not Wednesdays, I think is a good idea. So we'll do a required reading for next weekend is going to be the first 3 sections of Malatesta's Anarchy. I say required, but obviously it's not. I'll post the link in the Snapchat as well, also on my Twitter, hopefully. I don't know, hopefully someone will come through. But, I've got 20 minutes left. Let's see if we can get this last boss under our belt before we go. There's only one more boss in that area. Let's do it. I'm gonna kill myself first. Oh, I'm wearing the cat ring. Ha! Ha 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 ha. For anyone who's watching me purely out of support and doesn't give a single shit about politics, if nobody decides to read the chapter with me, that's okay. I will continue reading by myself. And I'll only discuss it if there's like, I'll only bring it into the stream if there's interest, you know? So if you want to keep politics out of your video games, that's fine. I guess. I think it'd be fun. Longtime viewers of the channel will know from the first episode that this guy has already punched me in the face once. It was brutal. It's Dragon God, baby! It's a gimmick fight, baby! Take some of that. This opens up. It's not going to open up. My world tendency is not white enough. That's fine, it's a strength weapon. I have curiosity. I wonder if magic will break these. It will! very slowly. I don't think that's a worthwhile investment. I think I'd rather keep my magic bar up for the defensive spell. Check it out. Run. This fight was very frustrating the first time. I knew what to do, but the hitboxes on his giganto hands. Wow. This man can punch a mountain in half. That easy. They should install these giant ballistae in every boss arena, I think. Seems like a good idea to me. Trying not to incur his wrath. And that's exactly what we're trying to avoid. Remember, what did we learn this episode? Fire is bad for you. Oh no. Didn't even do it. What an anticlimax. No, for a lot of Demon Souls players, this boss is like a joke, but it's very stressful for me, let me tell you. Oh no. Oh no. Ooh. Hello. Bang, bang! It's really sad. The first time I fought this boss, it took me like an embarrassingly long time. Like an embarrassingly long time. I wish I had done this blind. I wish I had waited to play it. But I couldn't have known. You know? That's alright. We're practicing self-forgiveness. Get down here! I'm not done with you. So dramatic. Homegirl, it's alright, just die. It's one for the history books. Beautiful. I think you're beautiful. I want. Can I see my analytics in real time? This is the last 30 days. The last 30 days is not what I want. I don't want to brag, guys, but my numbers are going up every stream. I really appreciate all the support from IRL friends. I love you all dearly. And I really appreciate anyone who stops by to say hello. Of course, I can't not mention the ghost of Bruce Lee. The ghost of Bruce Lee who came in to teach me how to be better. Honestly, is there anything more beautiful than that in the whole world? It's a hot beat.
We are indebted to you.
Bye.
Bravo. I cannot oh, thank you, as promised.
Fireball. That's probably really good. But
I can still...
let's see what the witch has.
Are you certain? Are you sure?
Let's learn magic. Firestorm. This is the one. This is the one. This is the one that kills bosses instantly. I'm doing it.
Thank you.
I'm doing it. I need to go learn. I need to go slot some more spell slots. Where's she at? There she is. Is it gonna be boring to the stream to like one-shot bosses? I don't know. Let's find out together.
Soul of the lost, withdrawn from its vessel. Let them part. May thy
Increase intelligence. Increase intelligence. Smartest man alive. Biggest brain around.
Are you very well?
We attune Soul Ray and Firestorm.
Thank you.
Let's make sure there are no NPCs around to kill. And give it let's take a peek. Let's have a preview of next stream's Wonder and Joy. Why does it come out so fast? I can only cast it once at full magic bar. That's hilarious. Worth it. All right. I think I'm going to leave us here. I've made it to almost 2 o'clock. I'm not sure if I have anything going on later. Maybe I'll hit up the Snapchat and do an impromptu stream at like 6, like for Taylor's sake. I was really excited to have him come by. We'll see. Maybe I'll also take a peek and see if there are any really cheap indie games that I could play as like a casual side gig, I guess. And I'll see if I can put it on my Twitch page, my book club idea. So if you guys want to join my book club, if you guys want to come back for indie games maybe, or if you want to come back for Demon Souls, I'd love to see you again. Big smooch from me. Thanks, chatter.